Good morning, everybody. I wanted to start off with today's video just to say thank you. Thank you guys for watching. Super excited to come back with just some more knowledge and just a familiar topic, I feel like, that everybody kind of struggles with, and that I believe something that is worth noting is the people who we are around typically, right? Don't always have the best outlook, and maybe they don't have the right mindset, right? We are here to be different. We're here to grow and to learn and to be the best version of ourselves, right? And I think that all starts with um, developing the right mindset. And I think having the right mindset makes this stuff not easier, but I feel like there's a reason behind what we're doing. And my reason behind what I am doing is I don't want to be like everybody else. Um, I don't want to follow the leader. I don't want to, I want to make my own decisions, do my own things. And I'm sure that each one of you guys want to do the same exact thing. I feel like that's really important that, you know, we get to do what we want to do. And unfortunately, we live in a world where that's not usually possible, right? Very few people get to actually do what they want to do. And I'm not saying, you know, it doesn't have anything to do with materialistic things or buying what we want. I think a lot of it just boils down to, you know, going where we want to go, doing the things that we want to do, and just enjoying life with the people who we love and care about. It doesn't have to be in some big house or nice car or shiny watches. I think a lot of it is just waking up and having a sense of there's not you don't have to stress, right? We don't have to stress about money. We don't have to stress about living paycheck to paycheck. And I think that is where most people is having to live. It may not exactly be paycheck to paycheck, but there's not really a sense of like an end. When I say end, like, yes, the end goal is retirement, but it's like, gosh, how long? Like, almost like we're waiting to retire, right? We don't want to have to wait our whole lives to, go out and do what we want to do. Like, I want to experience things when I'm young, and I don't want to have to work from as soon as I graduate high school or if you graduate college, whatever the case may be, until we're 65. And I feel like that is probably the hardest, thing about this is, you know, how do we escape this 9 to 5? How do we, you know, get to live our lives the way that we want to live? And I think that it all starts with a mindset. Our mindset is hands down the most important thing. And it's having this conviction and this belief that not only do I want to be rich, but I already feel rich, right? I want to feel this wealth without actually being wealthy. I want to think like smart money, think like smart people, right? It doesn't, I personally don't believe that these CEOs and these business owners, these entrepreneurs are any more smarter than I am or that anybody is. I think that a lot of it is just a mindset and the willingness to take action. So I think that is what separates wealthy people from poor people or average, however you want to think about it like that. Um, I don't think that money is necessarily an object. I think it's more of a mindset, right? I do believe that having the right mindset on the right frequency is what leads people to wealth. If you look at some of the wealthiest people, right, they're very, very quiet. They're smart. They move when everybody else is, you know, when everybody else is freaking out, right? Like, it seemed like just a month ago it was World War III, right? And everybody's the market kind of took a toll on everybody, and there was a lot of fear, right? And that is when the smart money moves, right? What Warren Buffett said, when there's blood in the streets, that's when we buy. So I think it's changing this mindset of the 99% to the 1%. So, as I said, mindset is the most important thing. And I want you guys to think about having a mindset of a wealthy person, right? Well, what does that mean? What it means is that fear is not an option, right? We aren't going to be led by fear or drove by fear. We're not going to let decisions in our life be led by fear, right? It's a stoic mindset. So, the difference between a wealthy person and a poor person isn't the amount of money or the things that they've accumulated. I think it's actually not anywhere like that. I think the difference between a rich man and a poor man is their mindset, right? How they do business, how they live their lives, how they hold themselves accountable, right? There's so many attributes about the way that wealthy people think of themselves. So I think, more than anything, when we're investing, right, when we're deciding, where we're going to put our money, what we're going to do, I don't think I don't think we should be listening to our peers. I don't think we should be listening to mom and dad or grandma and grandpa, because, well, for one, it's not the economy that they grew up in, and for two, it's like if they're not successful, why, like genuinely wealthy and successful, why would we listen to somebody who isn't where we want to be? So I say to you, what are the wealthy people doing? That is what we should be doing, right? Where's the smart money going? How's the smart money working? Why are they successful, right? If we just take their game plan and we apply it to our lives and, change our paradigm, I don't see how we could fail. Okay. So today, I just say, let's sit down with ourselves quietly, no distractions, and just kind of think, what would I do if I was Warren Buffett, right? How would I think? How would I act when there is fear, right? What would I do if I was Warren Buffett? And I think that's the right decision. I think that if we look into their lives and their decision making and we apply that to our lives, I don't see how we can go wrong. So that's all I wanted to say today is a mindset. This is a mindset, and I want you guys to understand that, where my mindset is, how my mind works, and I want you guys to apply that as well. And to also have conviction over what we're investing in, and also, a why behind that. So today I just, sit down with yourselves 5-10 minutes and just kind of think about some of the things that you would do if you were a wealthy person, right? How you would react, how you would talk to people, how you talk about yourself, how you react to certain situations. I'm going to wrap up this video, guys. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate it. You guys have a phenomenal rest of your day. Thanks.